Greetings everyone, what is up with me again, Tam Prime 1 with another video review for y'all. In this video review, we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Studio Series Bonecrusher. And for some odd reason why I was getting him mixed up with Scrapper somehow. Do not ask me how, either it's because I'm tired or I'm just starting to lose it with my collection right now. But yeah, we're going to be taking a look at Studio Series 86 from the Transformers the movie, Bonecrusher. But first things first, I want to go ahead and tell you guys this right now. um, um, I thought I was going to get this package. I thought I was going to get this one package in yesterday, but apparently somehow, and USPS needs to get together. I did call up someone from USPS, but the package was out for delivery yesterday. Then it went back to its facility, and I'm just thinking, like, why in the world is it going out for delivery and then going back to its facility? So I called him up last night to see if anyone would answer. I call past their business hours because I normally get off at 9 because I get off at 9:30 these days since it's the school year. So now, oh boy, I called them up again this morning and I told the thing I want to talk with customer service. Like I told it a few times, and it finally let me talk with customer service. Because it said, I cannot do it. The bot said, I cannot do anything about this kind of package right here. I'm like, yeah, I know. That's why I want to talk to a human being, because a human being can actually get things done up with more properly compared to a robot. So USPS, you guys need to update your system and figure out what's going on. Not only with the bots that you guys, not only with those stupid bots that you guys have answering your phone calls and whatnot, but also like make sure that the package, whenever it goes out for its delivery, make sure it gets to its destination. My address is on the box. And I was waiting for it yesterday to do a video review on it. But quite frankly, this didn't show. I had to call up USPS. The guy that I talked to, he worked with me. Well, he was wondering the same thing about what was going on, and so I'm just thinking, like, what is all going on? And I left, and I gave them multiple 5s and a 10. Showing how satisfied I truly was. And after that right there, I decided, I left the message for them to tell them, like, this guy really did great. Give him a pay raise, and get your systems together, because quite frankly, I've been noticing of how things have not been going great with USPS, but I'll get down to that later on as soon as I get the package in. But for right now, let's go ahead and take a look at Studio Series 86 Bonecrusher. And I'm sorry that I went to a bit of a lengthy discussion. That's just how I am. So yeah, taking a quick look at Bonecrusher. Very nicely done figure, very nicely done. He is but much like some of the others, he pretty much has like an MP style transformation, kind of, just not wholeheartedly. And quite frankly, he's definitely well worth it for the collection, especially whenever you are going to combine him with the others to create Devastator. And I must say this, like, this version of Devastator, from what I saw, looks a lot better compared to the last version, which was the Combiner Wars version. If you saw me do this right here, he has a bit of ankle tilt right there, just a bit of ankle tilt. Excuse me. And I do kind of wish they would have applied a little bit of paint fixture onto the inside parts right here. Maybe like some silver or purple paint fixture. I do like the silver on here right there. I do like the silver paint job right there. I also love the little Decepticon logo right there, because as we all know, I think if I remember correctly, back in Gen 1, this had the Decepticon logo on it. And right down here, you can see the little chest right there. You can also see his head right up there. This little piece right here that's a part of his vehicle in robot mode. And everything else between. And also you see the little slider right there for the combiner arm, and also this little piece right here for where the fist combines onto this figure as well. So yeah, very nicely done. I do like this right here. I also like the little details right here as well. Very amazingly well done. So yeah, basically it with him, but also you do come up with a gun right here, and like quite frankly, they do not have a tray you plug in the gun over there, otherwise it's like slightly this way, ever so slightly. That's why they have it where you get to plug it into this port right here in order for you to, in order for him to like fire any and all Autobots. And also, sometimes I can get this nice and flush, and sometimes I cannot. I do not know what's going on with my figure right here. So it's probably you probably have to do it a specific way in order to transform him properly. Kind of like with how I had to do the MPM version of Optimus Prime right there. So yeah, very nicely done. Very nicely done. Put him down there. Now up real fast. We're going to do some real quick comparisons. First things first of him with his leader, Megatron. Yeah, that scales right there. Along with the Studio Series movie version of Bonecrusher right there, which I know they call him Rampage, but I still call him Bonecrusher. I forgot to push this little bit on down right here. I about used the wrong Studio Series figure from the movie collection. I about used the wrong one. Also, here he is with Grimlock. I'm hoping to get the upgrade kit for Grimlock as soon as I possibly can, along with any of their other Dinobots, if they're still available. There's a huge explanation for that. I'm trying to look over after my finances and whatnot, and a bunch of other figures have been on my list as well. Here is Studio Series Optimus Prime. You have him. Here is his Combiner Wars version. I do like this version over this version, being brutally honest right there. You can definitely tell, like, he's definitely a bit larger. You can definitely tell. And also, I do not know where this shovel ran off to. I have no idea where it ran off to. I think it's whenever my follow-on was moving things around downstairs, this might have fallen off, got lost somewhere, so I don't know where it ran off to. If I can, I'll see if I can find it on eBay. If I can. Here we go. And I do not have the G1 version. I only have the reissued version that I showed a while back. Here we go. I must say, pretty good comparison right there. They have that. There we all go. Hang on, there we all go. Now for the transformation process, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and take this piece on out right here. Now how to transform this guy is pretty much simple, but first things first, even though I wouldn't normally do this, I began to contemplate about this over time, so I'm just going to show you guys the combine mode real fast, because we're already in the vehicle mode. Let's see here, if I can remember how to do this correctly and properly. I'm going to pull these things on out. These little tabs will pull on out from right there as part of the transformation process. Rotate this on out right here. And this will remain on out. So the transformation process, go ahead and just bring this on down, bring down this foot right here, and just re-tab these things into right here onto the sides, and just pull this on down and tab these things into there. Right there you go. You have that, and then you have the combine mode for the overall arm. So yeah, that's the long and the short of it. Because from what I've noticed in my videos, if I do transform these guys into the combine modes, it normally takes me a longer period of time. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to do the combine mode real fast. So now, go ahead, untab this right here. There you go. Put this foot back into place. Now we're going to keep this thing on out, and we're going to go ahead and split the legs right down here. Fold this on forward. There you go. Rotate his legs right on down, and there we go. Bring this on up right here a bit, and bring this up and out, there you go. Bring this on up. There we have that. Now let's bring this. Now we're going to bring this back onto the back right there for the time being. Now what you want to do is you want to bring the waist on forward. There you go. You want to take this, bring this on up right. Bring this on up and back right there. Rotate the head all the way on up. Let's see if I can remember how to do this correctly. Here we go, and just fold this on up right here, and this will go. This little piece will go in through this little slot in the back. Now, okay, now what we want to do is bring this round back on down right to there. This little tab will go into there. And I think there were. Oh wait, that's for the other one. That's what I'm thinking about the other thing. I'm thinking about Scrapper right there for some odd reason. There we go. Tab that into place. There you go. Y'all didn't notice that goes into there, right there. I'm pointing a little above it for some odd reason. Rotate the legs on down. Bring the arms on down. You have to rotate them around a good bit. There you go. Rotate this on down. There you go. Rotate that on down right there as well. There you go. Come on. There you go. They have that, and you have that right there. Now, take the feet, unfold them, unfold this. I can't remember if you have to pull these legs on down or not. Oh, no, you do not have to. They will fold. They will. You can bend them on backwards anyways. And if I'm correct, this should actually be all correct. This is Scrapper, and now in his full-fledged robot mode right here. And I must say this. I do like the transformation process. And quite frankly, like, I do wish they would have made it to where the hands were a bit more separated from the arms, so that way you could give them a bit, so they could give them a bit of articulation or something. But I'm not for sure if they would have been able to fit that in there, or if it cost them a bit more money to do that. Rather, I'm not for sure, but I'm not going to question it too much. But quite frankly, I do like the overall execution with this guy right here. Very incredibly well done, beautifully well done, actually. You can definitely see right where the little combiner is. It's right down where the waist area is. Well, that's a no-brainer right there, because like the waist area right here, excuse me, serves as a rotation for the shoulder. It's kind of like with what we have been learning about what they've been doing with each of the figures so far, that they have been adjusting them to where, like, they give them better articulation in certain parts of their body, so that way, like, they can move a lot easier in the within the combined modes. So yeah, I do like what they did with Scrapper right here, and I do love the G1 detailing right here. Very nicely done. Also, right here, he's on some ball joints, so he can rotate these ball joints all over if you wish to do so. Take his head, swivel it if you wish to do so as well. His legs can go back and forward; they're a bit stiff, and also you can bring them up like this right here, and they are on big ball joints right down there. You can take his knee and bring it, like, bend it down that way, that far, and bring it back up right here. And you can take his feet and rotate them on end, not only due to transformation, not only due to combined mode, but also because of, like, the robot mode as well. Oh man, I'm still a bit tired. I was up at 6:30 this morning to take my daughter to school. So yeah, very nice figure, very nicely done little figure right here. I do like this guy right here. Oh man, not much to do with this guy right here. Not much to do. And also take this little blaster and put it into his fist, and you can just blast all the Autobots. Blast them! Bang, 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 bang. There we go. We have that. So yeah, you definitely have a really good figure right here. And also this, as you all should know, can, like, well, it only rotates right here. I thought it rotated right there, but it doesn't. I'm still waking up. Wait, maybe it does rotate right there, and I just don't know about it. No, it does not. It does not. Okay, that's right. I did the combined feature so far, and the overall fist has to go over this whole thing right here. So yeah, they have that right there with Bonecrusher. Now for some quick comparisons. Let's see if I remember correctly. If I did the order I did this in. First things first. Megatron. I gotta. There we go. There we are. We have Bonecrusher right next to Megatron. I'm going to put Bonecrusher next to Optimus Prime. One thing I also noticed about Optimus Prime, as a quick minor update, you can literally just pull this arm right here. You can pull that on out right there. I think they recycled that for Megatron. I think they did. Also, here is Grimlock right here. Here's Grimlock. He's kind of. It looks like he's looking at Bonecrusher. He's like, "Why are you so puny?" They have that right there, along with the Studio Series movie version. Yeah, I know this thing didn't come on down. Hold on, you have that right there. And also here you go with the Combiner Wars version. Still, I like, even though they did not include like the legs feature on this version right here, I do like this version compared to this version right here. And now for the last one, the reissued version of Bonecrusher right there next to the new modernized version. You have all that right there. You have all that. And that is basically it for Transformers Studio Series 86 Bonecrusher. And if you want to find him, you can find him like in the store. If he's still in the stores or on TS stores, maybe BigBadToyStore.com. Maybe Hasbro Pulse has him, or someplace, maybe Amazon, don't know. But you guys can find him on out there anywhere, or at a convention, or at a comic book store. And if you all have enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to both me and Wishmaker. Check me out on social media, such as Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Discord, and so on. And until next time, I'll tip on, I'll be saying off right now. So, peace out!